Okay, another video. Let's see if we can set the brightness. This is what makes the game so addictive. It's not really the gameplay, but it is the administration, if you will. You're constantly upgrading components, storing them, and running out of space. For example, here. So need to figure out a place where I can store full rejuvenation potions. The great thing about a full rejuvenation or a partial rejuvenation is that it heals you instantly without delay. And normally when you drink a potion like these, there's a delay. I also am running out of stuff to put my my money in. There are 4 slots, and this one is also filled up. I don't know what to do with the money. So yeah, I was doing a run with the sorceress. The reason is I wanted some runes. So on Nightmare, I don't know if you can see it right here, difficulty Nightmare, you can do sorceress runs, Countess runs. So you go to Darkwood, let's put it in. The game flows better in old school graphics because they're, I think, just lower resolution. And I think I went to the wrong. What am I doing in the Darkwood? This is not a good one. Black Marsh, of course. Fortunately, I spawned right next to the Forgotten Tower. In the Forgotten Tower, you just run to the exits, unless you find some rejuvenations. And then you save and exit. You go back again. I did this about 10 times. It's a good way to gain runes. You can do this as many times as you want. The problem is just in the space. So this isn't enough. Okay. Let's try to do it a bit faster. It isn't exactly optimal to always go only for the counters and to ignore the rest, because sometimes enemies here also drop runes. But not often. So if you want to do guaranteed rounds, then you should only focus on the counters. That becomes boring pretty quickly. And also the counters spawns outside for some reason. With players 1 you can get lucky and find something more. So just for the sake of fun, it is. Let's do it again. Do we have enough space? So let's run Black Marsh. All that glorious XP. You should ignore it and then and so on. Of course, you can also teleport to. So yeah, you can do runs in pretty fast. So eventually, what it is about. The attractiveness of this game is in the plans you make, not in the gameplay itself. The gameplay itself is pretty basic, but you have this character and it can't wield something yet because it isn't strong enough, and so you want to find a strength amulet, and for example this, well, let's just exit again. So it remembers the difficulty that you were last in. So nightmare stays nightmare. And so I have this. When I was doing Countess runs, I found +1 to fire skills. So I need to put it in the fire sorceress, and then I found 4-socket armor in Nightmare, and I don't have a rune word for it, so I just put Tultal or Ral and Ort in it, because each gives a resistance to a certain element. So now you have gemmed ancient armor with +30 resistance. So from normal to nightmare, you only need to cover 10 resistance to stay on the same level. This was a shield that was very worthwhile for some reason when selling, so I didn't sell it yet. And this is some sturdy ancient armor. But for these ancient armor things, you need strength of 100. So and yeah, so let's see what we can do with the runes. Oh, it's full. Damn it. So I want to take out the jewels. This is the part that makes it so addictive, because well, you take out the jewels, find the jewelina or something. Yeah. So the game stimulates you to make plans for characters and think about what things would be cool. Okay, so I don't have place here because of these stupid. Why was that? What's this? Fire resist. Why does she need a fire resist? You don't need a fire resist. Okay, I don't have place to put it. Okay, let's get rid of these. So I can make place. And the reason I was going for Countess runs with the sorceress was that I made a mistake. I found a brandy stock with 4 sockets, so I tried to make inside, but Ral, Tyr, Tal, Sol, something, and doesn't work on brandy stick. It has to be stave or halberd or pole arm, and so that was 4 runes down the drain. The other one was superior. Superior pole arm. Superior pole arms also don't make good rune words or rune words at all. Okay, so this is cleaned. We go back. Also in the Countess runs I found some unique items, so I need to go to, let's say, now first the perfect gem stash. So this is what you do, and it's just one more this, one more that, one more. Okay, let's do a run again, or so that these short goals make it very addictive, because the idea of doing this, it isn't that time consuming or hard, and for softcore offline it doesn't even matter. So I see here a druid, so I'm going to put this in the druid stash. So it's almost December, and at the end of the year I think I get a report from Nintendo how many hours I spent on Diablo 2. And well, I'm looking forward to how many hours it is, and how many hours I could have used learning a new language or something. So what was I doing here? Druid mule. So eventually you do find some druid specific gear, but it isn't much. It's just headpieces. So you only swap out one headpiece for another. It has 2 sockets, so it might be. It's white, so I could put in a rune word. Well, there's also some amulets, +2 to summoning, but that's about it what I found for druids. There's also a +1. And yeah. So it's not that impressive. That here is some space to get rid of the folded juice. Because you find so many every partial rejuvenation stands for a boss character that was defeated, so every full rejuvenation stands for 3 defeated bosses. And it adds up. What else is here? Some green stuff. Death touch. Okay. So we have to go to set. the idea is to play starter characters with full sets, because well, the idea amuses me. So this would be sets. I have several other death things. The drawback of death set is that it doesn't have much in the belt. Death. Okay, death's hands. Death's touch. I don't know. Next one. Arctic. Arctic is just stupid thing. Also I had an Arctic 33. It's just identical. Not sure what to do with it. Okay, that's too many Arctics. Get rid of the Arctic. And this looks extremely boring, but it is extremely addictive when you're behind the buttons. It's very hard to explain. I can also show what I was trying to do. Is my highest level assassin, or my highest level character. Where is she? See. I was doing Chaos Sanctuary runs, but it doesn't work. The reason why it doesn't work, let me first show the build. So no martial arts, shadow discipline is shadow warrior, fade. To cast fade lowers resistance, I think. No, it raises resistance. Okay, this one lowers resistance. Oh, it lowers defense. Minus 21. Okay, that isn't really much, but Mind Blast converts them. Chance to convert 30%, so casting it 3 times would do the half of the enemies. And here we have Lightning Sentry and Lightning and Death Sentry. It shoots lightning at your enemies, and it shoots lightning to scorch passing enemies. So you need to maximum. Maximum isn't shown, but I think the maximum is 5. Yeah, shoots 5 times. Shoots 10 times. So 10 times this and 5 times this. And that's it. Difficulty level is 1. So let's let's do 1 first. So you can just hold the button and it will continuously cast whatever you selected. So Death Sentry or Lightning Sentry. So it works a bit like casting a fireball or something. Oh, and this is Nightmare, of course. So I was previously just pushing the button, but you don't. You only need to hold it. So as you can see, it's not that easy on player 1. Not really sure what I'm doing wrong. Now the Shadow Warrior is casting the same things as I do. Actually, I doubled casting. Wrong button. That also explains things. I wasn't using my shield. So, on player 1, this goes rather smoothly.